Lakeflow Declarative Pipelines Medallion architecture. So we'll use how to create a Medallion architecture using Lakeflow Declarative Pipelines. Okay, first we need to choose the schema under the workspace catalog. Okay, so I'm using free version. You can also try it with the free version Databricks. So I'm creating DLT Medallion test as the schema. I just creating the schema and in the workspace, and I'm going to choose the SQL. Okay, once I selected, I'll get a default template. It will give me the default template. So now I'm going to delete which are all default samples are there, right? That I'm going to move into trash. And one more file also I'm going to move it to trash, because it will add up while we are executing, it will add up the confusion where this file is coming. So that is the reason I'm going to delete it. So now I'm going to load the data using SQL, and I'm saying that branch load. So we are going to create branch load using SQL pipeline option. I'm just creating the branch load. Okay, so now we are going to just copy and paste that how the branch load look like. So this is how our branch load. So basically we have three: customers, orders, tables. We are going to insert it. Okay, so now we are going to use the orders and then customers. There are three tables. I'm reading it from CSV files. And then items, these three are we are reading from CSV files. So that would be our branch ingestion. Branch ingestion would contains all three files. The next one is we are going to create a silver ingestion. Okay. So the silver we are going to create it. Now we need to choose SQL, and then we are creating the silver SQL ingestion, and then we are loading that intermediate table called silver, and then I'm trying to rename it how if it is works. So that part is not needed. So now we are loading into SQL ingestion, and the third one is I'm going to choose the gold one. Gold underscore load. Okay, so we created all three files. One beauty here is we don't know which to run first. Okay, so but DLT pipeline, it will take care of its own which are all has the relationship. When you hit and run the transformation, so it automatically takes that which to run first, which to run second. Okay, in our case it creates a graph as well. So the graph contains, first it is still creating the graphs. So once started the graph, it will show that how the data load look like. Okay, the first one is it started. Now we are loading the data from CSV files, right? Customer, items and orders, all three CSV files consumed into silver layer called sales data. It's a kind of a materialized view it is creating, and then finally we are creating the dim and fact tables. So here it is showing that what is our dim and fact tables or materialized views, and then customer sales data. So these are all called as streaming. Okay, so it's loading all the files here. Now it's executing now. If you look at the down in the tables, it's showing that sales data is loading and it's running, it's showing the running status now. Once loaded this sales data, we can just see that how the data look like. So now that sales data is loading. If we look at that, like it will show the status as well for, and it creates the run ID as well. Okay, if you want to track the run ID, you can track it anytime. So now it is loaded. Now we want to check that how the data it has loaded, and you can see that how this data flow happens, right? We did not mention that which to run first, which to run second, but still it has uh, internally built the lineage and it is executed. Now we can see that, suppose I load a dim customer, right? I can just query and check that what was there in my dim customer. Okay, so this is simple steps you can load the data in a Medallion architecture manner. One drawback we have here, we are